Make sure to follow me on Twitter for all updates. Enjoy the video. Hello, YouTube. So I'm doing a voiceover for episode 4 of Star Wars Ascendancy Let's Play. I'll be doing one for 5 as well. Hold on, let me just, Okay. Trying to make sure I have a sync for when I start the audio, basically. Yes. Yeah, there's Home 1. This is when we got Home 1, or the Defiance. It's doing a backflip, because it's what they do. Backflip. I'm not really sure how this is going to work out, since I'm not actually playing it. It's kind of weird. Get some A-wings there. But, of course, we have to get, it's a trap, because it's his, like, staple meme line, and we can't not. So we send him to join the fleet, and our goal, I think, in this episode was to take Anx Minor and make sure that we began prepping this planet for defensive purposes, if I recall correctly. It's only been like a day or two since I recorded this, but, you know, my mind wanders. So, we basically were planning on getting all these fortification upgrades, but they cost a crap ton of money, so I can't do it right now. But I think the goal for this episode was to get Anx Minor and begin the Viscount-started Defender there's construction. At some point. That was the goal. Anyways. So, yeah, there's my fleet, which is pretty powerful, I have to say. I think that fleet's pretty beast, all things considered. I can't remember what it was I was doing at this point. I think I was just basically waiting around for Home 1 to get to the fleet so I could go take Anx Minor. And I was just like, where's Home 1? I don't see it. And I'm like, shit, where is he? And then I was like, oh, hey, I should build more ships. Oh yeah, scouts, that's what I was doing. Scouts, and I was looking at the smugglers, I was trying to figure out what their point of them were or something. This isn't going to be the best voiceover, okay guys? It's better to do this in the moment, I'm sorry. But, someone suggested I do like highlights, but to be perfectly honest, the problem with highlights in a game like this is that there really aren't any highlights for like probably a good 10, 15 minutes of this episode. Nothing happens. It's just me clicking between planets or clicking these menus around and just like looking at stuff and reading text, which is usually what I would do to you guys. I would read text to you so that way you can know what I'm doing or understand things in case I move too fast and you don't have time to read it, kind of thing. But like right here, I'm upgrading my Tabana gas. Oop, and then there's that thing. I don't know what that was, but it's upgrading Tabana gas. There's Home 1 being as slow as a whale. Slowly moving. It looks like a whale, too.
We have reached our designated coordinates.
But the goal, I believe, was to take Anx Minor and then maybe take Ord Trassi and form my defensive line at Ord Trassi, Anx Minor, and Burgess. That was the goal, I think, that I kind of had set up in my mind for this episode, was I was going to try and hold this corner of our little solar system here. At least that was when I was fighting 2 other opponents, so spoilers. But anyways, yeah, so there's not really highlights. Like, there are highlights. Like, when Home 1 shows up, that's kind of a highlight.
Complete.
But, like, to be perfectly honest, there isn't really a whole lot going on in this episode. Like, I mean, in any of the episodes. I mean, sometimes they get really interesting, like when we're going out and attacking things. Or, like, look, like, I'm just literally staring at my defenses. Like, it gets really boring. Like, there's nothing going on. It's fun if you like watching people play RTS games, or you're interested in how the game works, and you just want to see how you play, and, you know, stuff like that. It's fine. But, like, really, this is what I do. I just click around and stare at things and, like, try and figure out what exactly I'm trying to do. Because, you know, sometimes you get, in the scale of having many planets, sometimes you forget things. And I'm like, where's Home 1? I can't see Home 1. Where's Home 1? I'm lost. Home 1's not in the fleet, is it? That's what I was thinking right now. I was like, where's Home 1? It's not there. No, Home 1's not there. Where's Home 1? I missed him. You saw him there, right? He was at that planet, but I didn't see it. I'm like, where's Home 1? I don't see it. Where's Home 1? He couldn't be here. No way. He's not that slow. And then I like go, oh, hey, wait a minute. He's in the top left there at some point. Not yet. I'm still like, is he in the fleet? I don't see. Oh, they're going after that. I'm like, oh, shit. There's an attack force coming. Oh, no. Or one ship, not really an attack force. That guy's going to get completely obliterated by this battle group. Like, look at this fleet coming after him. This one magnificent carrier, or excuse me, frigate, is totally boned. And then I'm like, I still don't know where Home 1 is at this point. But I'm just like, look at this munificent. It's totally fucked. Look at that. Got obliterated. Didn't stand a chance. At this point, maybe-ish, I notice Home 1's in the top left. No, not yet. I still don't know where Home 1 is at this point. I'm just kind of like, huh, where is it? I don't see it. Where's Home 1 hiding? And then I don't remember what I was doing here. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, the Viscount. I was like, I could upgrade the station, or I could just start researching the Viscount Defender, and I decided to do that. And there's Home 1. I'm like, oh, okay, there's Home 1. So I'm like, okay, well, we want to make Home 1 the flagship because it's Home 1. So I reform the fleet and make him the flagship, even though he's slow as all balls. I reset that to make sure that everyone's moving together. And there's Home 1 again, looking all beautiful. It's shiny. Well, not super shiny, but, you know, shiny as a Mon Calamari ship can be these days. This is a weird concept, doing a voiceover in the post. I know it's weird because I'm just kind of like sitting here. I don't have to actually play or concentrate. I just kind of sit back and relax and just watch it happen.
Policy research complete.
Kind of weird. Oh yeah, and this is when I find, oh hey, look, the Imperial Remnant, Emperor Palpatine is at Gravlix Med. I'm like, ah shit, that's not good. But he has like nothing here. I'm like, oh okay, well that's like nothing. So then I'm like, well, I'm going to assume that he's probably there too. And then at point I noticed that I had something go there because it shows me that there were some Imperial Remnant ships. His culture's being a little bastard. As you can see, his culture's spreading around, being a little bit of an annoyance because I don't have proper culture spread out.
The enemy has engaged our forces.
Also notedly, there's I've totally forgotten that you can research to increase the military and civilian stations on each of your planets. At this point, I've completely forgotten that you can get that research. I figure it out later. I don't remember if it's in this episode or 5, but I figure it out, and everything goes a little better after that. Totally forgot that you could do that. And I remember that was one of the things I liked about this mod, was that you could do that because it just gives you that extra little bit of bump to get your planets where you want them to be with all the culture and stuff. But yeah, you can see there's the Imperial Remnants holding, I think that's Anx Minor. Yes? I don't know, I'm not selecting it, but I think this is Anx Minor. They have a little base. And a few ships, nothing too serious. But they do have a couple broadcast centers there, which is causing me a lot of problems.
We still have a shot.
My fleet arrives at Bimmel, where there's a random Pentastar scout passing through. And if you guys remember from last episode, the Pentastar were not very pleased with me last game. Or last episode, they did come back in force to try and take my planet, which, of course, I didn't let them. But, well, I think they kind of took it, but we took it back. So, oh, yeah, then we go to upgrade our planet completely, because these are the little things that you forget to do if you're not paying attention. I'm looking at you, Captain Shack, the XP Gamers. I'm just kidding. I love his videos, by the way. Captain Shack, he does videos on Sins a lot, and I absolutely love his videos. I haven't watched him recently, but I've been a little detached from a lot of the YouTubers I usually watch, to be perfectly honest. Like, maybe I should do that, and then, like, actually, screw that. I'm just going to save that money, because I really want to get my, Titan, which is then I go in here, and I'm like, there's the Titan Foundry. Okay, we're going to build that. That costs a bunch of money. And then I click on it, and I'm like, oh my god, that costs a crap ton of money. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. 12,000 credits, guys.
We have finished a planetary
which in this game isn't that bad. And then I'm like, maybe I should build some more regular ships. Or something, because... and then I'm like, I don't know. I'm like trying to decide which ones, what's the difference. And I'm like, I'm probably going to use mostly Mon Cal ships, because... reasons, and I don't remember what the reasons were. Yeah, it's a lot of weirdness going on, and I'm just like looking around my research, trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, hey, I could get that, and then I'm like, okay, well, I have like no money again, so let's get that, and then I'm like, I don't have any money again, and I'm like, it's a whole string of, oh my god, I don't have any money, and I get that, and then I'm like, okay, good, we got all our money spent, and I'm like, oh, that's only one upgrade. Something like that. And then there's the fleet gathering up at the jump site, getting ready to jump into Anx Minor there, which I'm probably pronouncing that horribly wrong, but that's okay. And there's some ships.
We have finished a planetary upgrade.
I don't know what to say. I don't really have anything to say, to be honest. Like I said, this is why doing a highlight reel on this would be kind of problematic. Oh, this is why I'm like, oh, fudge, they've got a Titan?
Policy research complete.
Shit. Like, that's not good. Like, I better get moving. I need my Titan. You know, there's a little fleet there, all Mon-Cal'd out to no business, and this guy's like, I'm dancing. And they're all jumping out to hyperspace. Pew, 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 and I'm like, I forgot to wait for home 1 again, damn it. And they're like, that's fine. And the fleet, oh. My phone beeped. It's okay. Worry about that later. As you can see, the fleet's arrived, and it's going to go kick some serious butt. I'm like, that's the main production area over there or something. I can't remember what I was thinking, actually, when I was doing this, to be perfectly honest with you. But I was something about how the main defenses are over yonder. So I was like, well, if they put all their defenses over there, then fine. I'm just going to yank the planet out from under them. Because I can just attack the planet from this side. Because they don't have a space station holding it or anything. And like, oh yeah, I forgot that I can build X-Wings on all my planets with Golan platforms. So I go and I do that. And I think I discussed like why I wouldn't put bombers. Because the Golans are already really good against capital ships already. So I'm like, well, I might as well give them anti-fighter support, which is X-Wings, which would make the most sense. Not that X-Wings are per se anti-fighter, but they're very versatile, so they're really good against it. Oh yeah, and this is when I take a screenshot. I'm like, screenshot time, everybody. Oh yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah, that exploded big time. No, it's still there because that's just the model now. Same with that one. And then I'm like, okay, I gotta get a screenshot of this for this episode. Crap. I'm trying to find a good shot. There's all those little planet icons in the background. Like shit. We got Holocron or something. I'm like, screenshot. Never noticed no one has a big hole in the background. Wait, you kind of see it there. See it? Back of the central boat there, there's like kind of like a didn't notice that before. Anyways, heading screenshot someplace. Like, no, take that thing in the background, put that there. I got all those. I want those there. I'm like, okay, maybe something. There. And then I think I went with that. And I'm like, okay, so then. They're like, you still haven't fallen, you son of a gun. And I'm like, oh, wait, we got a holocron. Let's go take a look. What did we get? And it's like, oh, it's efficient bureaucracy. And I'm like, oh, sweet, extra money. Because that's basically what that is. It increases your growth rate on planets, max population, and tax rate, which means you just make a lot more money. I think I'm making like 40 credits a second at this point, which is pretty good considering I control nothing. But, yeah, sounds like taking Anx Minor, and for the future purposes, the Anx Minor problem becomes significant because it is significantly enemy cultured. As you can see, the enemy culture is pushing through that planet back to mine, and actually becomes a bit of an issue because I can't actually take the planet because it's completely cultured to Imperial Remnant, which is really annoying.
Liberated another world.
But, yeah, so, you know, just the more you know. The only thing I can see problematic about doing these voiceovers is instead of a recording taking 20 minutes to film, it'll take 40 minutes because I sit, I record, I play for 20 minutes, and then I sit and I record. And this is when I go, oh shit, the Emperor Palpatine died, meaning the Imperial Remnant just got defeated. And at this point, I'm like, oh shit, the Pentastar Alignment just kicked their ass. I'm like, uh-oh. So this is why I go, I better upgrade this station ASAP. Because I'm like, I'm about to get hit so hard, and then for some reason I decide not to, because I'm like, oh shit, I might as well just build my fucking Titan, because I can almost get it in like 2.5 seconds, and for some reason I thought I needed more money, because I'm a dingus, and there you are, there it is, there's my, look how big it is, it's a giant whale, it's just a giant whale, it's huge, it's great, but it's huge. But yeah, at this point, I'm like kind of going, oh shit, the Pentastar just kicked the Imperial Remnant's butt. I'm like, that can't be good because that means the Pentastar probably controls the majority of the system now. Because they had to have taken a bunch of stuff from the Imperial Remnant on their way to capture to take them out. Also, at this point, I'm indirectly thinking now, why did they lose? They still had a planet, and I'm wondering if I have Capital Victory on. And I honestly didn't remember to check. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I turned that off, but I don't remember. So I should have gone back and checked before I filmed this voiceover. But they died, so that was all that really mattered. So I was like, oh, okay, so I've taken this, so I better just send my Gallifrey transport over here to capture this planet of Anx Minor and add it to my army. Well, something like that. And then it ends up not really working out very well. At this point, I go, okay, so I should probably start beastly boosting my navy because I'm gonna need more ships and more firepower and stuff. And I'm like, pointless upgrades. And I'm like, yeah, repair, that sounds useful, but oh, shields, there we go. That's what I want, and I upgrade that. And I don't remember what that actually, and I was like, yeah, all these things. I'm just like, yes, this looks interesting. Yes, bomber superiority, that sounds like something I might need. But then I'm like, wait, why don't I just get all the shielding? And then I'm like, okay, so the Viscount is going to need some escort ships. So I'm like, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some extra Japan gas because I'm always running out. And I'm going to get 2 MC-90 Star Cruisers to escort my thing, even though I doubt the Titan really needs an escort. But, can you just imagine? That is a behemoth of a ship. It is absolutely ridiculously huge. Anyway, so at this point, I've basically taken this whole place. And now, at this point, this is when stuff goes wrong. Just look. Okay, so I'm like, hey, look, Pentastar ship. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Fuck off. And then I'm like, wait for it. And I'm like, oh, shit, what's going on? Holy shit balls! They're freaking attack. There's their Titan, the Bellator, and they're launching a full-scale attack on Burgess again. I'm like, oh, fuck you.
The planet is under attack.
Sorry for the vulgarness there, but that's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh shit, quick, divert the fleet back. I'm like, oh god, my Titan's almost ready. Quick. Oh shit, we're gonna lose that planet. And then at this point, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna wait for. I'm like, I don't know. These defenses can probably hold them off. And I'm like, quick, everything, focus fire on the Titan and kill it. Now, mind you, the Bellator is not quite as powerful as the Executor classes are, because the Pentastar's whole thing, I think, is they use some new ships, but a lot of older ships. And the Bellator class is kind of like the light, smaller, older-fashioned Titan that the Imperial would be using. It's still big, but it's more of an older-fashioned-y kind of ship. So at this point, also, I go to my Navy. I'm like, you know what, you guys, I want to make sure this planet's mine. So I'm going to go through and just finish taking this planet. So we're going to go boop, and then like boop, boop, and then we're going to go that way. And then I almost blow up home 1 because I'm an absolute idiot. I'm like, shit, no, oh god. And then I do this again because I screwed it all up. Oh, because I fucked it all up. So then I send my fleet that way, and I'm like, god dang it. And I'm like, oh yeah, Gallifrey, go take that. And then I'm like, oh, maybe the culture's too much, but we'll see. And then, boom, there's my Titan of Gloriousness sitting there. And I'm like, okay, we're going to give her we're going to actually upgrade. Because she can get 3 things of fighters. So we're like, okay, I'm going to give her 2 A-Wings and 1 B-Wings. Because why not? And they got these things and all that. And I'm like, reflective shields. Yeah, I think I go with that. Yeah, and then I'm like, repair droids, I think? Or did I go for something else? I went for that, okay. I went for a very defensive set out, and as you can see, there's the little baby ship there. Little baby. Go power to shields, I think. Maybe not. Shield Agus? What did I do? Power to shields, yeah. And I'm like dispatching him, and then there's the little one. He's like, wait, almost done. Almost. And then I zoom in. And oh my good god, the planet is screeching. Ugh. He has one of his heroes there, and one of his heroes does that. And then I think at this point I'm like concentrate fire on that, and then I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, concentrate all fire on those random capital ships and stuff. And at some point I click on my starbase and go, shit, I didn't upgrade the starbase at all. Maybe not there? Okay, it's later. Because I come back at some point and I go, oh my god, I didn't upgrade this starbase at all. Crap, I'm not ready for this. And it goes well. It's about as well as you could expect. So I'm like, okay, these guys are ready. I'm going to send them there, and then they'll rally up with the fleet at some point. And I'm like, okay, he doesn't have his B-Wings yet. Give him the A-Wing. A-Wings, there we go. And then more shields. And then I'm like, oh, hey, the B-Wings are done. Well, actually, no, I didn't even notice. I think it did that. Is this the point where I realize I didn't, Oh, yeah, even more ships. Literally, more ships show up. Like, what the heck? Even more ships. I'm like, oh my gosh, the Pentastar is trying to kick my butt. And then what's even funnier is there's a Pentastar ship literally right there. Literally right there. You don't see it right this second because I'm zoned out. activating abilities on my ships that just leveled up, blowing up a station. So, you know, I'm getting them their abilities and stuff, and, you know, whatever. And then, wait for it, he'll show up. There he is. You saw him for like half a second. He's there, though. We're like under heavy attack up here, and this is when I go, oh, I didn't upgrade that station. Is it? Is this the moment I'm waiting for? Look at all those fighters, though. Like, my fighters didn't stand a chance against that wave of enemy TIE fighters. Like, those are all TIE fighters. Didn't stand a chance. Concentrate fire on whatever that is. Look at all the stuff going on. At this point, their defense does that again, and I'm like, ugh, stop that. And there's acclimators going to bombard the planet, and there's another Imperial 2 Star Destroyer. I think he's bombarding the planet. No, I still didn't realize I haven't upgraded station. Oh yeah, and this is when I go, hey, they're sending troops through my planet. I'm like, what are you guys doing? And I'm like, why aren't you capturing this? And I'm like, oh, because I can't colonize it. So I'm like, you hide on that side of the planet. Because they've got like 3 capital ships flying by. So I'm like, I better just hide my colony ship. We're coming up to the end of the episode, actually. That wasn't too bad, was it? Did you guys enjoy this commentary? Let me know in the comments below. I would just do a highlight thing where I would come in and highlight the events, but like as you saw there was like 1 or 2 highlights at the very beginning, and then like 20 minutes later, there was the highlight of them attacking the planet. It would be really quiet, so I'm just going to have to do this sort of talking thing. Oh yeah, and they launch another Titan, because I just blew theirs up, so they sent another one. I'm like, how many Titans can you have? And I completely forget that, oh yeah, I blew up their Titan like a few seconds ago using golem platforms. Oops. But anywho, so my fleet's about to go over there, and I think this is where I go, oh, you guys are going to have to see what happens or something, because, you know, I'm going to flip out. Mind you, most of their fleet is kind of dead at this point, to be honest. And I'm like, yes, killed her! Concentrate fire on her! I don't like her. She's a hero, by the by. There's a little guy just hanging out, and there's
the enemy has engaged our forces.
Stuff. I'm like, what? You know, yeah, I think I was talking about my plans there. Like, I'm gonna hold that section. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't upgrade this. And I put the last couple upgrades in. Even though it's under fire and this is a risk of money, because it could get blown up, I'm like, I'm taking the risk. You better not die on that little son of a gun. Or something like that. I mean, mind you, most of the ships are kind of dead at that point, so I think it's probably okay. There's a lot of fighters. The fighters aren't gonna hit. They're mostly TIE fighters. So I'm like, they're not gonna change the tide of this battle. So I'm like, I'll be fine. They've got like 1 interdictor Star Destroyer. I think we're probably good. And at that point, the video is about to end, and this is where I think I end it. Yes, it ends now. So, thank you guys for watching this weird commentary thing. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, share the video, and of course, let me know in the comment section below what you thought. And of course, you'll get the generic outro in 3. Hey guys, make sure to like and share the video. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel or check out my Patreon, make sure to check out those links on the left side there. If you'd like to check out this series from the very beginning or another series that I'm doing, check out the links on the right. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.